The next type of word problems, there's going to be three types. One's a distance times speed problem. That's going to be this one here. The next one is going to be how much time if you do this job by yourself, and then if you bring your friend in and you share the work, what's it going to take? And then finally, something called percentage volume, which is going to actually help you out an awful lot in chemistry. So let's take a look at the first type of problem, which are distance times speed problems. That's these guys right here. Okay, so here we go. It says, on average, Jesse can bike 5 times as fast. Notice I'm underlining things here. 5 times as fast as he can run. To travel 25 kilometers, that's the distance, he needs 2 hours more. 2 hours more than if he is biking, okay? And then it says, what's the average speed? And round your answer to just 2 decimal places. Okay, wait. How do we do this? Let's put this now into a table of values. That's the easiest way to do this. Look at this. I set it up as distance, speed, time. And there's a reason why I set it up that way. Because number one, it's alphabetical. But number two, if you look at the formula, distance is speed times time, which is also alphabetical, which is going to help you remember the formula, okay? Now, here's something that's interesting. Look at the distance. The distance is 25 kilometers. So you're biking 25 kilometers and you're also running 25 kilometers. You are doing, both are going to be 25 kilometers. Okay, now let's look at speed. Let's say speed is just a symbol. Let's give it an S like that with a little curl on the end so it doesn't look like a 5, okay? So let's try speed first. Now, it says Jesse can bike 5 times as fast as he can run. So his running speed is S, but his biking speed, if you think about it, is 5 times as fast, 5S. Well, that's not so bad. Okay, now look what it says now about his time. He needs 2 hours more if he is running. Well, that's just logical. Running is a heck of a lot slower. As a matter of fact, we said right here that it's 5 times slower. So of course he's going to need more time. So let's call time to run T. Okay, let's call it T. But now look, running, he needs 2 hours more. So he needs time plus 2 hours more. Then he's biking. Biking just takes whatever time. Running takes 2 hours more. Do you see how it's translated into mathematics now? Okay, so now out of this mess, you're going to get 2 formulas. Watch this. If you're talking about running now, let's talk about running. All right, the distance, 25, equals to the speed times the time. So S times T plus 2. All right, perfect. Now look at this. If he was biking, okay, distance is still 25. Now, his speed is 5 times faster, right? And his time is only T. See how it works? Now, here's the cool thing. What do you notice about the distances? Well, the distance is 25 here, the distance is 25 here. So in other words, this guy here, for running, ST plus 2 equals to 25. Well, so does the biking at 5S times T, right? It's the same distance. You're going 25. So in other words, they're exactly the same. So let them equal to each other. So if they equal to each other, you really don't need this 25 here because they equal each other. Ah, I see. So this then, because it equals to 25, and this then, because it equals to 25, this and this equal each other. You see it? I might want to back up the podcast a little bit and watch that again. Either that or ask me a question in class. Now, here's the cool part. Watch this. We all know these are all multiplications. This times this times this, and everything's cool. Now watch this. Things that are equal on the opposite sides of the equal sign, guess what? Goodbye. Goodbye. They're canceled, right? So you have T plus 2 equals to 5T. Now watch this. This is the best part. Subtract t from this side, subtract t from that side. Okay, oops, trying to extend the page here. That's gone, leaving you 2 equals to 5t. Oh, sorry, 4t. Oh, almost messed up that question there. 5 minus 1 is 4t. Wow. Divide by 4. Divide by 4. T equals to half an hour. Oh, isn't that interesting? Look at that. Oh, wow. And it all comes from this real simple equation. So if t is a half an hour, we can answer a whole bunch of questions now. Look, if t is a half an hour, that means to bike 25 kilometers only took him a half an hour. But to run 25 kilometers took him 2.5 hours, right? 2 plus half is 2.5 hours. Interesting. Okay, well, he's a pretty fast runner if he can do 25 kilometers in 2.5 hours. That's kind of like almost a world record. But anyways, now moving right along, let's find out the speed. Okay, so remember, t equals to half. Remember that. So I'm going to go back to this equation right here. Now check this out. Watch this. We all know, and I'll rewrite it for you, 25 equals to s times t plus 2. Okay, so if you know t is a half an hour, or t equals to 0.5, watch this. Take that 0.5, put it there. So 25 equals to s. Half an hour makes this 2.5, right? Because the 0.5 and the 2 gives you 2.5. Divide each side by 2.5. Divide each side by 2.5. Check out his speed when he's running. His speed when he's running is 10 kilometers per hour. Isn't that cool? That's so easy now, just by going back to the original question. Now, let's do that. So here, let's go back to the other question, which was, let me clean this up, was right here. 25, which is the distance he biked now. He went 5 times as fast and only took him a half an hour. So all you have to do then is check this out. Watch. 25 equals to 5s times, guess what? 0.5. This works out to be 2.5s equals to 25. Well, wait a second. We're going to get the same silly answer, aren't we? Well, of course we are. The reason why is because we're finding s. We're finding speed. Now, what does s mean? Go back to the original chart. We know s, we worked it out twice, works out to be 10 kilometers an hour. Well, check this out. Then that means, oh, his running speed is 10 kilometers per hour. But his biking speed is 5 times as fast. I see it now. He is traveling 50 kilometers an hour. Ah, that makes sense. So look how we got everything from finding out one letter, and that was T, substituting it back. We found our running and our biking, and it just works out so pretty.